Hey everyone, welcome back to the RPGames YouTube channel. My name is Ralph. We're in the Crusade mode again. You know what that means? That means I'm gonna take my army somewhere. And hopefully not get my ass kicked. We have something that casts spells. Look at that, just 45 marksmen, no rangers. Man. You see, I used to kill all of this with one shot. Might still kill it with one spell though. Yeah. Let's keep our mages behind here. It's quite a lot of cultists we have there. Let me thin the ranks here a little bit. That's more manageable. I don't think our mages are gonna get into action here. But yeah, as you can tell, we've taken quite a beating in the previous episode. An enormous amount of our damage output was through our marksmen. They've been almost completely annihilated. These star swarms, where so many Sarkorian trades had once operated, were then occupied by mud demons. Now they're safe again. The tar can now be drawn from their depths to serve the needs of builders, alchemists and tanners. Material points, daily income plus 10. We have a level 9 demon army here. I might want to wait for that one. What I actually want to do is return to Wintersun. Yes, I know I got my ass kicked over there as well. However, there are a number of quests which are related to Wintersun. And the thing is, it says in the quest like explore around Wintersun. Well, I did, and they don't mean on this map. So I'm guessing they mean on the actual Wintersun map. And it's true, I went straight into the village. So there is a bunch of the map that I haven't explored yet. So that's what I want to do in this episode, and hopefully I don't get killed. Okay, so we have an army here besieging our fortress. We don't have enough movement to get back there probably. Nope. Okay, guess that will have to wait then. Do we have our movement back? Yes, we do. Well, they went down. That's ghouls. That was good, we killed them. Then go to Nabasu. And we have to go around to reach the whites. They're gonna take a while, so let's whittle them down. They're not gonna do enormous amounts of damage. Not anymore, at least. And let us burn them. There we go. We're close to a level up with the general again, which is nice. Okay, so let's remain here for a moment. We can recruit again, so I do want to do that. Basically want to get my armies back to large numbers, or at the very least my main army. Alternatively, I could also actually... I could leave the rangers and I could take the mongrel sharpshooters. Let me check how much damage they do. If they do more than 13 to 20, I might as well just grab them, to be honest. So where are the mongrel sharpshooters? 14 to 19, well, it's slightly better, but I would say that's good enough. There are at least 88 of them, while my rangers here is just 20, so I think I'm just gonna... that's probably not gonna work, right? Oh, it does. Okay, good. I was I was fearing that I had to create a different army. Okay, so... now you can move towards... over here somewhere. Can we recruit more? Yes, we can. We can recruit cuirassiers. And what do we have here? Slingers we don't need. Paladins. Yes. And then we just need to figure out where we need to drop them. So, where is our party? They are at Wintersun, so let's enter. Now, let's see if I remember this correctly. Yeah, so the Wintersun area is over here. This is where we need to stay away. And there is loot on top here. How do we get to that? See what happens if we go that way. This horse died relatively recently. That's not a good sign. And we have the ominous fog that returns.
Let's move.
What is this? A bear cub?
The mongrel did it.
Looks like the bear was killed using magic and ice magic at that. Ice magic. Who uses ice magic? That is a solid question, is it not? I hope this fog is not from someone who is so cold that it gives off fog. And... is this a different area? Oh, I think I've seen this part, right? Yeah, because here are the soldiers. Mutilated body undoubtedly belongs to one of the missing crusaders. Yes. We cannot move there directly. This seems to go up. Oh, we have an ancient blighted Quickwood. Oh boy.
Meditate on your mistakes. It might make you feel better.
We will be victorious.
That does a little bit of damage. Let's smite the thing. We cannot move yet. Let's inspire some courage. Move seal. Oh, that's Wendu. Damn. Wendu got a bit hurt in one of the random encounters. And the Blighted Quickwood is immune to Evil Eye. How dare it? How dare it? I'm guessing it's not gonna be immune to fireballs. 14 damage, that is not a lot actually. Okay, that did a good chunk. Let's Blood Rage. Okay, that was fine.
Make every strike count.
That is armor class 31. Okay, that's quite a bit. Alright, Wendu. Can you trip a tree? Probably not. So, it's immune. What can we do with it then? Let's throw some more fire at it. That does some damage. Nenio, I'm sure you have another fireball ready. Oh wow, that didn't do anything. Didn't overcome the spell resistance. Damn. Okay, let's Light of the Angels.
Retreat is not an option.
That was a whole bunch of good damage. I think some of us failed our saving throw there. It's so close to dying.
Into the fray.
Come on, Sela. There we go. Timber! I think Regula's still under the influence of something. So we found this little hut. But we were actually on our way up here. Ooh.
Did we find trouble? No, they did.
There we go again, getting overrun. Okay, Lan, you need to move back a little bit. That was a pretty good hit.
You won't survive me.
Cauldar. Need to get
We
up
won't falter.
and whack this thing.
Kneel before me.
21, yeah, that's okay. Can we evil eye the Treant? Nope, we can't.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Oh damn. He called us brother. Damn it. Get up, Sela. Oh man, this is gonna be painful.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
That thing needs to go down as soon as
Endure
possible.
this.
And that is not doing a lot of damage. Let's go, Cauldar.
Strike with all your might. This one's mine.
You cannot miss.
Press the attack.
Well, I mean, you can, but that's not very helpful.
Surrender or else. Too late for apologies. Mind over muscle. You should have listened to reason.
Can you trip a Treant? Oh, it is actually tripped. What is going on? Well, it died. Okay, good. Good.
The light.
Let's grab the other
take
one.
You.
You might want to channel some healing. Let's see if we heal the Treant as well. Yes, we do, of course. Stupid Treant.
We can do it.
Well, that was a pretty good hit. That was very solid, actually.
Retreat is not an option.
I'll hit you! You're irrelevant.
Oh, even a hit with, what's up, Wendu? Oh, you cannot reach him, of course. Good thing that we dodged that one.
Into the fray.
Make every strike count.
Yeah, the arrow stuff, not ideal, to say the least. Would have been funny if that thing had fallen down the cliff there. That would have been very nice. Okay. Let's see what else, what other trouble we can get into up here.
March on.
So we can move. Ooh. There is a bunch of Babo.
Always be ready for the worst.
We cannot be defeated.
It's as if they are facing something else, something, yeah. I was gonna say, it's as if they're facing something else, yes. That is exactly what is going on. Alright. Let's get in here. Gonna have to choose the greater evil here. Is it the Treant or is it us? Good thing this isn't what's the game called? Celesta, Crown of the Manchester, because then you could get pushed off this ridge here. Which
I'll remove this
luckily,
obstacle.
now you can't. Yeah, Baba, why don't you kill the Treant for
You've
us,
crossed the
actually?
wrong mongrel.
Let's work together with the Babo. They do seem to be the easier prey, to be honest. Although,
Inheritor,
this one I want to
guide
kill.
my blade.
Just looked at me funny.
We won't falter. Kneel before me.
I'm making that up. He didn't look at me at all, but, you know. Sometimes we need, like, a reason to motivate us. That at least did some damage. Yeah, down go the Babo. How about we throw another fireball in this direction? Do you like that? Something died.
You won't survive me.
Come on, Lan. Let's do the Light of the Angel stuff. And then Regil. Oh, this is an Ancient Treant. Okay, it's even stronger. So the issue here that we have now is that we have this Babo demon that is in our way. Let's try and put him to sleep. That did not work, unfortunately. It was worth a shot. Wendu is still out with some poison damage going on. Yikes. And we need to heal Sela urgently. I wish Sela had a magical item that would heal her whenever a fireball goes off. Would have been very useful right now. Yeah, we cannot get to Sela with Lan either.
Endure this.
So let's just get rid of that one. Yep, down she goes. Alright,
Strike with all your
Cauldar.
might.
You might want to hit this thing. 31, damn it.
Press the attack. Retreat is not an option.
It's probably not gonna do much. Yeah, nope. Yikes, we are getting our ass kicked once again. So it doesn't look like we can do much spell-wise for some reason. Let's try and freeze it, but yeah, that did something. It's partially frozen at least.
Make every strike count. Did you see that?
Okay, that was a good hit though. That was a good hit. Now we need to heal ourselves.
We can do it.
Oh man, Cauldar freaking hit the dude. And yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it. I don't think we're gonna make it. There is this freaking Babo here still who was gonna hit Ember. He doesn't, okay. In that case, let me try and heal Cauldar.
I won't give up.
Yeah, nope. Okay, that freezing thing somehow worked, so let's try that again. No, it doesn't. Alright, Lan, you need to move over here and heal Cauldar as well. Oh man, come on. Yeah, that's just gonna kill everybody. It's almost still full health, so let's get the hell out of here again. Okay, so we just killed one of them, but there is two more here.
Press the attack. We will be victorious.
And I doubt somehow that we are gonna be able to fight both of them. Okay, we're healed back up. There is loot here. That does not do very much. Where are we on the map right now?
Let's move.
Let's see what we can find. This seems to be like the outskirts. At least a non-inhabited part. Sarkorian Brute Outcast and Sarkorian Slayer. They do seem to be hostile. So let's greet them with an arrow. As you do.
Did you see that?
I'm guessing they're gonna go down a lot faster than the rest. There's another one. There's a bunch of them. Let's get a little bit closer. Can you throw a fireball over there? That would be great. Yeah, they didn't like that very much, did they? Alright, Cauldar.
We can do it.
Let's start killing.
Retreat is not an option.
Oh, we still have the mirror image going. Wendu, let's grab some snacks. Ooh, we missed. Okay, we can evil eye these at least. Although even they succeed in their saving throws.
You're irrelevant.
You won't survive me.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Down goes Lan.
Unexpected.
It's a bit of a pity that we're fighting Sarkorians because, I mean, they're not really my enemy or something.
Forward! How you hit them?
That is one down.
Kneel before me.
The light. Take you.
That was a nice hit as well. See if we can hit the guy on the floor there. We can.
Mind over muscle.
Down goes Wendu. We might lose.
Continue fighting, everyone.
It's not might. We are losing
We won't falter.
Ember. That one is dead, at least. Let's grab this druid here, because he's costing a bit too much for my liking.
The inheritor. Guide my blade.
Is that Ember? Yes. So let's run her out of sight here. Nanio. You've controlled fireballs for a reason, right? Oh wow, we're getting Really? Did he shoot Ember through the hut? Of course, because why not, right?
Strike with all your might.
Okay, that one is dead. We got one that has legendary proportions here.
Into the fray.
And dies.
I'll remove this obstacle.
A vine trap.
We can do it.
Let's kill this freaking druid, guys. Come on, you can do it.
Take you.
Wow, man, that was a struggle. We have a bunch of loot. That is very good. We also have the edge of the map, which is also good. I think it's safe to say that we could use some healing. Okay, we have a quick save. And then we have this knowledge world here.
It went splendidly.
The power of the forest is in 100 trees. Of the sea in 100 rivers. Sarkorians in 100 clans. Okay.
I found something. Call me again if you need to.
Regil, can you permanent paralysis? The question is, do we have remove paralysis? Alright, so we went to the temple. I got a bunch of remove paralysis scrolls. What is very silly is that if you equip a potion to Regil, even now here in the city, I cannot drink it. I cannot right click and use it, but if I put a scroll in his inventory, right click and use it, then it works. Anyway, we noticed Arushale standing here. Arushale's ruby eyes stare watchfully at passers-by who don't notice her even at arm's length. She turns to you, her face a mixture of contemplation, sadness and admiration. They're amazing, aren't they? We're being attacked by demons with unusual powers. Do you know anything about them? Arushale thinks for a long while. Finally, she answers hesitantly. Back in Alun Shanira, there were rumors about terrible experiments that Baphomet and Daskari performed on their troops to make them stronger. Here on the material plane, these rumors were embellished with lots of details. Some say the demons undergo rituals acquired from Zon-Kutan. Others say they feed on the blood of angels or clippets or demon lords. Still others say that there is no experiments and Baphomet is just bringing back fighters from the future, a future in which the demons have already taken all of Galarian. Is there a grain of truth? Any of these ramblings? There is no way to know. Naturally, none of these rumors give any indication of where these demons come from. Sorry, I can't help. The only thing that's clear is that the lowly fighters in the army of the Abyss are as puzzled by this as we are. What are you doing here? I'm watching. She nods at the city dwellers as they hurry past. I'm listening to their conversations, studying their faces and trying to understand what they truly are. Do you think you're a little bit creepy? What? Really? Why? I don't mean any harm. Why do you like to watch people? You know, in my old life, I thought I knew everything about them. I was a master of seduction after all. I knew how to tempt a mortal into doing anything I required. Could trap them in a lie or lie myself, never get caught. It's disgusting to remember, but that was my life for many centuries. Now I say I knew nothing. A demon warrior probably also considers himself an expert on mortals because he skilled so many of them. Certainly knows where to trust a spear for a quick death, and where to trust it for a long and painful one. And he thinks that's enough. My knowledge was kind of the same. I've ruined many mortals without learning the first thing about them. Now I watch them to understand them. This won't give my victims back their lives, of course, but still, by growing closer to these mortals, it's like I'm paying back some part of my debt to my victims' memories. Have you learned anything new? They love cats! Ursula speaks in a very serious manner, as if sharing an important scientific discovery with you, but then a moment later she smiles to give the joke away. Seriously, have your observations of humans led to anything? I wouldn't want to draw any rash conclusions. I've only been watching them for a short while, but I think I have understood one thing. Succubi have a saying, mortals always lie. If a mortal isn't talking, it means she's busy lying to herself. But now I see this isn't true. You mortals aren't liars, you're dreamers. Each of you creates a huge daydream for yourself, and everyone you share your life with. It isn't exactly a lie, because the daydream is your truth. Tell me about yourself, Arushale. I'm afraid you won't like what I'm going to tell you. Where do Succubi come from? Did you have a childhood? No, well, yes, but... In brief, the Abyss is nothing like the mortal world. Arushale makes a gesture in the air, trying to find the right words. You remember life since conception? No, wait, you don't remember that part, do you? Certainly you know everything since birth. We do not. Normally when a human dies, the Lady of Graves decides which plane they go to. Most often those who arrive in the Abyss turn into larvae. You know, the little worms no one notices until you step on them. They crawl in the mud for centuries, devouring each other, and the strongest ones turn into demons. I don't know how that transformation happens. Maybe we hatch out of them like caterpillars out of butterflies? No, wait, it's the other way around. Or maybe greater demons sculpt us out of them. Like so much clay. I don't know what happened to the larva that they used to make me. In my own memory, it begins with vague fragmentary images. Terrors, executions, orgies. I remember some poor lad, half-gnawed by the larva. He was crying and begging to be killed, and I pointed at him, laughed, and said I wouldn't. Doesn't forgive me, I'm so ashamed. How did you end up turning against the Abyss? Temptation. Strange, isn't it? So many people believe that being good is important, but it's boring and unpleasant. And all that's enjoyable and tempting pertains to evil. Even if the servants of kind gods often think so. Do they not? You have no idea how easy that makes the role of a temptress. Well, it was my great fortune to discover it's not always like that. My last victim was a priestess of Desna, the tender of dreams. As you know, demons do not sleep. Mortals always compare their greatest moments to dreams. So I decided it would be interesting to see for myself, and while I was at it, forgive me goddess, to mock Desna. This priestess lay in my arms, dying of my kiss. I remember every smallest detail. The cold sweat on her skin, her eyes rolled back into her head, her weak whisper. It's so difficult to recount. Well, I dove into her mind to see what mortal dreams were like. The goddess saw me in her realm, and turned out, I remained there far longer than I planned. So what did Desna do to you? As a punishment, she gave me mercy. I often think, why me? She could easily have blown me away like smoke, the flick of her finger. The gods rarely trouble themselves with the lives of mortals, and even less so with demons. For some reason of her own, she paid me special attention. She woke me in the memories of the sinner whose soul were used to create me. All those humans, I knew nothing of them until Desna showed me. Each of them had their own dreams, and a world without pity trampled each of them, placed them on a path that led to the abyss. Their memories, all their hopes and pain, I'm sorry, it's hard for me to talk about this. The most important thing I realized was that every mortal is a little world of hopes and dreams, and that although I might be a succubus, I didn't have to live forever with those beastly boring pleasures and tortures of the abyss. I can be free, I can be myself. If only I can understand who I am. Wait, you don't know who you are? What of you? Do you know who you are? Are there many mortals who can make that claim? Before returning me to the mortal realm, Desna whispered something to me. I can still hear her words. She asked me, "What do you dream of?" And I don't know, I still don't. You see, demons are simple creatures. Each is guided by 2 or 3 strong sins. Before my conversion, my sins were all I was, a ball of desire without anyone behind them, doing the desiring. Desires for sex, for flattery and food. But now I have me, and it's amazing, but it's so complicated. What did you do after Desna converted you? I traveled. In the beginning I thought it was wise to keep away from demons and their temptations, run off to Absalom, perhaps even further to another plane. Then I realized I didn't deserve freedom yet. The abyss was still in me, it called to me, tempting me, seducing me. If I ran away, I would soon return to my old habits. That's why I came here, to join the war. To remember who my enemy is, to defeat the demons. Not just for the mortal world, but for myself as well. Because if I don't kill my past, it will always be reaching for me. I'm a wonderful liar. I'm no longer proud of it, but it's still true. The demons never suspected my treason till the very end. I lived as a spy and regularly reported back to the priests of Desna whatever I learned. Naturally, I concealed my identity from them as well. I would never have been caught, but when I learned that the Scari was planning an attack on Canabras, there was no time for caution. I risked everything to warn you, paid with my freedom. You should have joined the Crusaders openly from the start. Maybe I could have found a unit that would accept me, or maybe the first mortals I revealed myself to would have killed me. Or worse, I might have ravaged those foolish enough to trust me. Preferred to act in the shadows until I knew what to expect from myself and others. So do you worship Desna now? The goddess did a lot of me, more than I ever deserved. Asking anything more of her would be impudent. I'm grateful to her, but I try not to trouble her with my prayers. I ask you a personal question, the kind of question a mortal might ask a succubus. Oh, here we go. You want to talk about sex? Ask me anything. I'll not keep secrets from you. But don't expect to hear anything lighthearted or pleasant. The kiss of a succubus is deadly, isn't it? Not just a kiss, any caress of any kind sucks the life from mortals. There's nothing I can do about it. For mortals, tenderness is tenderness and violence is violence, but I don't know what it's like to kiss and not inflict pain. Just hope my observations of mortals will help me understand. Young lovers, old spouses, even what mortals condemn as promiscuity. To me it all looks like something amazingly human. Let's cheat on Darren. You know, a drop of vital energy is a small price to pay for your kiss. Don't joke like that, for me it's not a joke at all. I'm not kidding, I can easily spare a bit of vital essence for the sake of a kiss. Arushala's cheeks blush faintly, her lips open a little and she wets them like with the tip of her tongue. Sighing deeply she answers, with apparent effort, I never want to feel such pleasure again, not with anyone ever. If I kiss anyone, I want to be sure that kiss brings as much pleasure. Brings us both pleasure, not pain. Arushala's voice grows soft and you barely hear her words. I should like to kiss someone again, but only as a mortal, not as a demon. Wait, you mean you don't just watch people during the day out of the street? Well, I never touch anyone, I never harm anyone. I just watch and listen, is that bad? You must respect others' privacy. Please restrict yourself to observing people in public. You say so. Sorry I did something wrong. I haven't quite figured out how mortal life works. What's sex between demons like? Everything demons do is sort of cannibalism. Each devours mortals and other demons in their own way. Some enjoy literally tearing off pieces of flesh with their teeth. Others like to subdue and turn their prey into slaves and living tools. Some feed on others humiliation. Comes in different forms, but the essence is always the same. Another being is an object to be used for our own pleasure. Demon sex doesn't differ from any type of other violence. My former life, it was something I did to others and others did to me. Only one person ever received pleasure, not the other. Do you still feel desire? You see, on the one hand, my succubus nature remains with me. I feel the desire I feel is the one from my old life. When I look at any mortal, I immediately imagine how... But that feeling, that desire, it's not what mortals feel. When you like someone, you don't ponder how good it would feel to drink their soul, do you? You think about how good it would feel to be together. Together, you see? You know how to want someone and at the same time not want to destroy them. For me, it's always one and the same. Not even talking about love, just the common mutual affection of mortals. When they're not poisoned with violence. Now I know that I've never felt it. It's hard to imagine how it's even possible. Love is a wonderful feeling. I believe you will be able to experience it someday. I hope so. It's just that I don't deserve it. Who would dare love a predator from the abyss who, by their very nature, is unable to return those feelings? Oh man, we're going hard. We're going hard. I believe in you. I can help you if you'll let me. Your fingers briefly touch the succubus' heated skin and she anxiously jerks her hand back. Her eyes shine with fear, hope, and something new, fragile and tender. Something that makes her look surprisingly like an embarrassed mortal girl. I will. Tell me about life in the abyss. I can't tell you all about all of the abyss. I've only seen a small part. If you like, I can tell you about Midnight Isle and Alushanira. Tell me about the Midnight Isle. In the ocean of Ishiar, not far from the mouth of the river Styx, there is a chain of islands. This is the realm of Nocticula, the queen of the succubi. There is no sun there, only a moonlit night, alternating with a moonless one. Each of the islands is one of Nocticula's trophies, the remains of a powerful entity that perished at her hands. As you see, you cannot take a step in the abyss without treading on corpses. Tell me about Alushanira. The Porphyry City is Nocticula's capital. There is no city like it in the mortal world. Absalon is a village in comparison. Millions of demons and mortals live there. Some come voluntarily, not only from Galarian, but from other planes as well. Nocticula keeps an open boundary and enjoys having many guests, merchants and travelers in the city. Some arrive in chains. The slave trade is the most thriving business in the city. From afar, the city may seem like a merry place. Many of its dwellers do enjoy themselves, till it's their turn to become someone else's toy. It's a city of suffering, Cauldar, of cheerful, festive torments that everyone in the city inflicts on those around them. What are some places of interest in Alushanira? The heart of the business quarter is the flesh markets, where the slave trade takes place. I grew up in the mansion of Lady Valexia. Her house is always full of guests, doing their best to entertain her. Those whose performance is not to her liking risk remaining at her house forever. The main attraction of the succubi city is, of course, the brothels, the 10,000 delights. I need not tell you what they offer. If you can imagine it, someone is selling it. Not far from there you can find the Harem of Ardent Dreams, which serves as a sort of city hall. Shamira, Nocticula's right hand and mayor of Alushanira, receives her visitors there. For those who prefer bloodier sports, there are many arenas in the city. The most famous of them is Battle Bliss. Battles run continuously, without breaks and without rules. Doesn't matter what trickery you use to win. It only matters how much fun the crowd is having. And above it all towers the House of Silken Shadows, Nocticula's palace. Hundreds, thousands of towers and domes adorned with jewels. There are legends of what happens inside. Many have striven to experience the delights of the Succubi Queen's palace, forgetting that it was built for her pleasure, not theirs. Can you tell me about Nocticula? She's called the Lady in Shadow. They say that she was the first succubus. She's far from the most powerful of the demon lords, but this hasn't kept her from being the ruin of many creatures significantly more powerful than herself, even building her kingdom upon their bones. They say that, like Lamashtu, she strives to turn herself from a demon lord into a true goddess. She enjoys killing, but her favorite tools are seduction and deception. She only stoops to crude violence when there are no other games to play. And even then she backstabs from the shadows. Her favorite weapon is a crossbow, though a silk garrote would suit her better. If you should ever meet her, do not believe a word she says and do not fall for her provocations. Do not try to beat her at her own game. And most importantly, remember, the worst mistake anyone can make is to underestimate her. What do you think of the powers I gave you? It's a great temptation. I don't know if I should be trusted with such power. Certainly wouldn't trust myself with it. When you have so much power, it's easy to decide you're a god and the mortals are your toys. Perhaps I should wait until after we defeat the forces of the Abyss. That's precisely what these powers are for. You take a great risk. Not sure I can handle temptation. It's hard enough as it is. Well, that was an interesting conversation. Okay, so we still have 4 days to go here with our Bastion expansion, but we do have a number of decrees that we can actually take care of. I'm guessing these are relics? Yes. So this is the one that we were actually working on. And we can very easily do that. So that's 5 days. Let's issue that decree. I think we can build some more buildings here. Oh, that's a big one. Okay. We haven't received our army or our army movement back, and this one here, this is a very dangerous army. So it has a mage and it has 138 marksmen, so they will kill my archers in one shot. So I need way more armies, or a way bigger army in order to do that. That is not what I wanted to do. There we go. Now we have some more archers. And we're back to a level 8 army. That is good news. And I am gonna travel with the party back down here. But I'm not gonna go in. I am gonna take a look here though. The Royal Council has expressed their thanks to the commander for the integrity he demonstrated in the conflict with Onderon. A fresh corps of troops pulled from garrisons of lesser importance is headed to Dresden. And we have cursed children. Demons have been stealing children in Canabras and possessing their bodies so that they can get close enough to the Crusaders to deliver a dagger strike. The officers are asking how they should proceed when encountering the possessed. We can save the children, but then we gain vulnerable. prioritize the safety of the soldiers, or we can hunt down the kidnappers, and that gives us 1500 diplomacy and 60 energy points. Let's hunt down the kidnappers. Lan is willing to select a number of fighters who will track down and slay the kidnappers. Should they succeed, the nation will applaud them, and Mendavian clerics will offer a solemn prayer for their protectors. Alright, we have a royal parade, which we can do again if we have the diplomacy spot available. I think I'm gonna end the episode here. I've been going quite a while already. In the next episode, I'll return to Wintersun and see if I can go through the rest of the map. There was quite a bunch of tough encounters. If you're enjoying the content, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you want to follow along. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.